Hello, and welcome to James Liz's Express Lane Reviews, where we get you out as fast as possible, bringing you Week 16 predictions. Come on, phone. Let's load this up, and let's see what games we got going. Now, I don't believe we have a Thursday night game, so we're going to have to start on Saturday. Saturday at 4:30, we got Indianapolis, Baltimore. Sorry, Colts. It's going to be Baltimore all the way. Baltimore will crush them. They had the better offense, way better defense, crush them. Saturday night, Vikings versus the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers. If Aaron Rodgers was in it, it'd be a toss-up, 50-50, just like last week was for the Packers. But without him, sorry guys. Vikings had the better offense, they had the better defense, they win. Even though it's at Lambeau Field, which is usually a pretty tough game, but again, no Aaron Rodgers, we win. Next, 1 o'clock game, Tan Kitties versus Striped Kitties, aka Lions versus Bungles. Sorry, Bungles, but you're the Bungles for a reason. This is going to be the Lions. And the Lions are still technically in the playoff line. If they win out and the Falcons lose out, Lions are in. Now, here's the thing. The Falcons had to go up against the Panthers and the Saints for the last 2 games of the year. Those are both games that they could very well possibly lose. Next, speaking of 1 o'clock game, Carolina versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, sorry, your defense just isn't there. Carolina wins. The Browns versus the Bears. The Bears. Sorry, Browns, but it's going to be the Bears. Mediocre offense on both sides, but better defense on the Bears, and the Bears are hosting. Chiefs versus Dolphins. Dolphins beat the Patriots. Chiefs beat the Patriots. Only difference is the Chiefs seem to remember how to play football again, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs. If they remember how to play football. Obviously, some weeks they remember, some weeks they don't. This is an on week for them. They crushed the Dolphins. Ooh. Buffalo versus New England rematch. This is the game that got Gronkowski suspended for 1 game because of that cheap hit, which he deserved that suspension. That was, I get you're mad, no, pass interference wasn't called, the guy gets an interception off of it, you were mad, but you gotta keep it cool there, Gronk. But, this week, once again, it's gonna be the Patriots. Here we go, Falcons at New Orleans, they're at New Orleans. And the Falcons have to win out. If New Orleans already had, say, the 3rd seed secured, and we're fighting for anything else, you could possibly, New Orleans is not gonna try that hard. But it's in-division rivals. The Saints are definitely fighting for a 3rd seed because the Panthers can pass them. Heck, the Panthers can grab the 2 seed at this point because they have the tiebreaker with the Vikings. So the Saints will put their all into this. I'm going to say, especially since they're hosting, it's going to be the Saints. Next, Chargers versus the Jets. Sorry, Jets. Again, you had that spark of life early on, then it died out. Chargers met against the Chiefs that remember how to play football. Well, they forgot how to play football, but that was last week. This is this week. I'm going to say Chargers. Ooh, the Rams versus the Titans. Sorry, Titans. Your luck ran out. You're going to lose. Rams will crush you like they crushed the Seahawks. Ooh, this could be a great matchup. Not because they're great teams, but because they're both struggling this year. Broncos, Redskins. Broncos are down to either Brock Osweiler or Paxton Lynch. Neither of which are very good. But Washington Redskins have just not done well this year. They just forgot to have the time to play football. This will be a good one. I'm going to say hosting Washington. Ooh, poor Spotted. No. Wait, no. Spotted Kitties versus 49ers. Ooh. Spotted Kitties win. They win the AFC South and get at least a 3rd seed and can actually be still in contention for the 2nd seed. 49ers are just playing to play. They want to end their season on a high note with Jimmy G. But Jacksonville's defense is great. But Blake Bortles is on. They win. Every single loss they came into the game with, they lost because of Blake Bortles. So it's going to be if Blake Bortles is on, Jags win. If he's off, 49ers win. But you can't do that for the choice, so I'm going to say Jags. Giants versus Cardinals. Cardinals without starting quarterback, without starting running back, without backup running back. It's going to be the Giants. It'll be close, I'm sure, but it's going to be the Giants. Ooh, NFC game of the week. Seahawks, Dallas. Both of them are in the playoff hunt. Both of them are 8-6. Both of them win out. The Falcons lose out. One of these teams is in. Ezekiel Elliott comes back. You know he's going to be hungry to show what he can do. He's going to be chomping at the bit to piss off Roger Goodell. And the Seahawks just got blown out by the Rams. And their defense is so riddled with injuries, they don't have much of a defense left. At this point, they might have to start pulling people out of the stands to play. So I'm going to say Cowboys. Pittsburgh versus Texans. The Battle of the Watts. J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. Obviously, they won't be playing against each other because they're both defensive players, but it's even without Antonio Brown, it's still going to be the Steelers. And the Steelers need to win out if they want to keep a chance at the second seed because the Jaguars are right there behind them. And then last but not least, Monday night. Oakland versus Philly. Carson Wentz was still out there. Philly all the way. Without Carson Wentz, that's going to be a close one. The Raiders have lost some close games and won some close games. The Eagles. God, Nick Foles is not a bad quarterback, but he's not Carson Wentz. Do I let my personal bias in hoping that because the Eagles lose out, Vikings win out, Vikings get the first seed? So I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Raider Nation wins this one. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? I was mostly 50-50 last week. Got a couple, like the Panthers-Packers game, I was so happy to get wrong. Like, yes. Like, you never met anyone happier to be wrong about something. Yes, Panthers won. Screw you, Packers. But, what do you think? And as always, like, subscribe, comment below, and have a wonderful day.